Hey, good evening. It is Thursday. It is 6 o'clock Central Time, and I am starting the live. This is the first one I've done where I'm actually watching the camera, and hopefully I can see anyone that makes a comment. I suppose we will, we'll figure that out as we go along. Okay, so it says I have one person, Lynn. Hey, Lynn. So yay, it is going to work. Awesome. So as people join, I will be able to see, hopefully, and my sister by another mother, Dana. We could be twins if we weren't so far apart in age. Have the same issues, if you know what I mean. But, so welcome. I am doing an unboxing video of all the new things that Stampin' Up! has on the agenda for the new year. Their new year starts May 1st. And so when I was at the convention, anybody that came to the convention was able to do a pre-order. So I was able to order a few things, just what I could afford at the time. So I'll start going through that. And I also want to just show a few swaps, not very many. I made 200, and so I have 200 cards that I received back from people when we were exchanging cards and projects. I'm going to use them in different ways. One way is tonight I have a little stack of just a few that I'm going to show that includes a product that I wasn't really excited about. But once I saw it used on different projects, then I was like, oh, okay, so I get it now. And I had to order it. So maybe in one of these boxes. So these things will be available in the new catalog. They will be available to order starting May the 1st. And I will just get started here. Here's the first box. So, the little bubble wrap. Okay, so on top, nothing really exciting, just some refills for my little tape runner. If you've ever used one of these before, it's kind of like a whiteout runner. And instead of whiteout, it has adhesive in it. And you can use it for scrapbooking. You can use it for card making, whatever. So I always keep several of these on hand. And, ooh, okay. So every year there's a few colors that are what they call the in colors. Back in the old Fruit of the Loom days, that's what I would probably call fashion colors. And as I pull these out, I got the little set of markers of the brand new colors. And I love these markers. Dana, I think you would love these markers too. I have all the markers just because I love markers in general. Okay, so I'm going to hold them up here so you can see the new colors. This one is called Strawberry Slush. And one of the cool things about these markers, okay, so I usually say, there's a better way to say this, but here's what I say. I say there's a skinny end and a fat end. So I think you're supposed to say fine point and brush tip. So the little skinny end, if you can see that, that has sort of a fine point tip. And I don't know if I'm doing, oh yeah, there you go. You can see it. And that's good for journaling and for also getting into little fine points when you're coloring. And then the brush end is more like a paintbrush. It's still a solid. It's not in little parts like a paintbrush, but it is more brushy type. And so it's for flower stems, the sky, the ground, that sort of thing. So Strawberry Slush, beautiful color. And it was a color once before and they brought it back. This is Darling Duckling, and it is a really pretty yellow. The other yellow that we have right now is pretty light, and this is a bright one. This one looks black when you look at the brush tip or when you look at the actual marker, but it is sort of a very dark green or blue. It's almost like back in my corporate work days, if somebody was trying to hit black and didn't quite make it. So I've been calling it not quite black. But there's a little bit of blue, a little bit of green in it. This one is called cloud cover. And it doesn't look like it in the video, but it's mostly blue. It's sort of a gray blue. And this one is called Timid Tiger. And it's an orange that's not as dark, a little more vibrant, not as dark as Pumpkin Pie. So, and there's another orange we have that's Calypso Coral that is more corally. So this is another orange for us to use on flowers and whatnot. So yay, I love markers. So I also have the new stamp pads, Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling. I'll get these names down. Strawberry Sludge, which I already know, and I love this color. And this one is Secret Sea. And again, that sort of really, really, really deep blue, deep green. Okay, so moving along, this is an embossing folder. It runs through our cut and emboss machine. And you put paper in it. And what it does, it has rollers in the machine and it mashes the paper in this folder. And it will have this. This is what the impression will look like on the paper. And this is called Distressed Tile. And it is very, very pretty in real life. And I will let y'all see that at some other time. And so now I have the cardstock. So Secret Sea, Darling Duckling. Oh, I really like this. Cloud Cover. And Strawberry Slush. And then I also got, the Timid Tiger. And then I have a package of a little bit of all of it together, just so that I have an extra few of each one. Now that is all in that box. And then if we open this box, it has the remainder of my order. Oh, and we got, first thing is an embossing folder. And if you can see that picture, it is really pretty in real life. The name of this one is Damask Designs. And then I really, really, really love this stamp set. This stamp set is red rubber, so I can show you inside. This is what the back of it looks like. So it has the foam top, and I'll put the stickers on there. And so each one, I'll pop these out so that we can use them. And they go on the clear blocks. But the sayings on this, I thought were just so good. I'm always looking for more sayings, and my customers are too. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. This is called The Right Words. And there's so many great sayings on here. I leave a lot of my cards empty, like blank on the inside, because a lot of the, I usually write a lot and I write big, but not everybody's like that. And sometimes you just want something that succinctly says what you want. And so this says, sending good vibes. You can put that on the front, and then, but just know how much I love and care about you on the inside. Or you're so kind. I wish I had the right words for a time like this. I know a good thing when I see it, and I see lots of good things in you. I really don't like that you're leaving, but I hope you love where you're going. This one says, to someone worth celebrating every single day. Thanks so much for thinking of me. A really great happy birthday. I don't know if you can see that right there. I love that happy birthday. Hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased by wonderful memories. Thinking of you, forever loved, forever remembered, and I miss you already. I think those are great. So, another thing in the box, I've got these little sequins, and these are hexagon sequins because they go with the new turtle stamps. So this is supposed to be like different shades of green like you would see on the turtle shell. So these are super cute. Ooh, this paper is gorgeous. This is a 6x6 pack of paper, and it is going to make some really pretty cards. as I open it up. The name of this paper, by the way, is Beautiful Gallery. And if I can get it open, I will show you the different patterns inside. So this 6x6 pack has 48 6x6 sheets. And there's so many things you can use this for. So this is one of the prettiest ones, and that's probably why they put it on the front. And then the back of this is very subtle, so very pretty. And there are several sheets like this. Oh, this is pretty too. That is really pretty. And then this is what's on the back. And you could color this with your markers, with your watercolor pencils. Any of those would really work with that and would be really pretty. This would also be pretty. I have a stamp that looks like you're looking through a tree, and it has like a fence row and a tree. That would be pretty on there. And we also have, ooh, that's pretty. Also have this guy. And this is what the back looks like. It's kind of old-fashioned looking, sort of antique-y. Oh, this is very pretty too. See, I can see this being in a scrapbook. And then this is the back. Sort of looks like old wallpaper. Again, another pretty scene. And another pretty scene on the back. Oh yeah, these are nice. Let's see here. This is pretty. With this on the back. Ooh, these are gorgeous. This on the back. And then the last ones, we have this with this on the back. That'd be good on a scrapbook page. And look at this little house. So pretty. And this on the back. Now, also in the box, this is the paper that goes with the turtle stamp set that I got in Raleigh at OnStage. And these turtles are so cute. I hope you got to see the stamps and the dies for these turtles. If not, let me know and we will look at them together. And this is the paper that you can use with it to make scrapbook pages or cards or other projects. And let's open this up and look at the paper inside. Here we go. These turtles crack me up. Okay, so here are the turtles. And there's a couple of sheets of each design. And if you're looking at it, okay, so this one, these have all these different turtles on it. You've got them with gardening hats on. You've got a beekeeper. You've got one that has binoculars. This little guy right here has a little bird on his head. Isn't that funny? All these little turtles. And then again, a coordinating design on the back. This would be fun for maybe marching band pictures if you've got that for scrapbooking. Have all the different instruments. Looks like we have a lot of percussion here. And some string. Oh, and there's some brass too. Can't leave anybody out. So those are fun. And then the back looks like turtle shell. So I think that is very cool. And this one, we have actual turtles riding bicycles. So we've got a turtle riding bicycle, turtle laying on his back just sunning, turtle eating ice cream cones, and we've got little red birds. We've got picnic baskets, little flowers, all kinds of fun little things. And then on the back, a smaller version of the turtle shell looking paper. And again, these little doodads here kind of coordinate with that to make all of your projects. And this one, oh, I see some pictures on here that I'll have to do on a scrapbook page for my husband. It has the Grill Master. We've got sandcastles. We have this one. I guess this is one getting pampered. We also have one that has a float on and little floaties on its arm and a little scuba mask. And then there's little crabs, there's sand dollars, there's shells, all kinds of fun stuff on here. And then the back is coordinating. Oh, we've got birthday party. And again, this goes along with the stamp set too. A lot of this is in the stamp set. So you can see the turtle with the balloon, turtle with birthday cake, turtle with present. And we've got the little party hats. All these things are also in the stamp set. So this would be cute with that. And then the coordinating paper on the back. And these are little scenes. So you have Mr. and Miss Turtle, a pretty little gingham, some bees, a little storybook area, a beach scene. Looks like we've got a picnic, we've got a stage, and we've got some other little pieces, even little music notes here. That's very cute. And then we have the coordinating paper to go with that. And so that is everything that came in the pre-order. And if you're not getting to join us, if you don't get to see the whole thing, please go back when it posts again and see the whole thing from the beginning. And I wanted to show you guys, I guess it's going to be in my next box, but the embossing folders, I'm going to open one so you can see what it looks like in real life. And I explained earlier that what this does is you put your cardstock, so a piece of this, inside of this embossing folder. And what it does is you put your paper in here and then it goes through the machine and sort of squeezes and presses this image into your paper. And there was one that was in the mini catalog that runs from January to April, or to the end of April. And it was called the mini corrugated embossing folder. And I was like, oh, that's fine, you know, but it didn't impress me very much. And I don't know if it's because I bought corrugated cardboard boxes for many years. It just didn't look like a decoration piece to me. But I have to tell you, after getting swaps, oh, hi, Brenda, and hello, Katie. Katie's all the way in Louisville. Hello, my dear. I got these swaps, and I've totally changed my mind. So now I think I have to get this I've ordered the mini corrugated embossing folder. So let me show you a couple of things that they've done. Now, this is from a paper pumpkin. So this piece of paper here that's green and has these flowers on it, this was just a card front. And so what this lady did is she cut it apart and cut it down to fit on the front of this card. And it was designed to be the whole base of the card, but she's using it as a piece on the front. And she ran that through the embossing machine inside of the corrugated folder and came up with this design. And I thought that was just kind of cool. I like it so much more than I thought I would. So I really, really like that. And another way somebody used it is they made a banner out of cardstock and then ran that through. So this piece is just plain designer series paper, but this piece, they cut it like a banner and then they ran it through the corrugated embossing folder, and look how much interest that gives it. A lot of texture, something a little different. I just really like that. This one, you only see the little part sticking out on the side, but I thought that was just very pretty and sort of draws your interest to that and that texture to go along with the plants. This one, they have done pretty much the same thing. They've just taken a white piece of cardstock and ran it through there and then just put it on the front of the card. I really, really like that. This one is neat. They've used this. Let me see if I can demonstrate it properly. So when you set this card up on your table, like whoever you send this to, that's what it actually looks like. That is like a modified Z fold. And they'll sit this up, but isn't that pretty? Just in the background, it's a monochrome type situation with the colors, nothing snazzy and nothing popping with color like this guy, but it's very elegant, which I did not expect. So I really, really like that. This person used it. This is a book binding fold. So this is how you open the card. And instead of leaving this blank, they embossed that piece of paper there. This one is also very pretty. Now, I think what they did on this one, I would have to take it apart to tell. But because it's the mini one that goes into the mini machine, it's half the size, half the width of this big guy. So, because it has to go through the little junior machine. So I think what they've done is they've done two pieces and put it on the front of the card. And then when they put this designer paper on top, then it covers that seam up and it looks like the whole piece on the front has been done. And again, very pretty, very pretty. And this is another monochromatic card. And they've done that again. And I just think that's lovely. It adds so much to the card. This is still a very simple card, but it is really, really pretty with that corrugated piece on there. I really like it. So it's not as boring as I thought it was, and I stand corrected. They stamped that on the inside. That's pretty. And I did want to go over a couple more things. Some of the other things that I got when I was looking at the swaps, one of them is the Storybook. Let's see what the name of this paper is. We got it out of the mini catalog, Storybook Moments Designer Series paper. And so Sylvia, I don't see you on here yet, but I know this is for you. I saw these cards and I thought, ooh, that would be so pretty. We've been talking about you could make some really pretty Easter cards with this paper. And look what this person did. They took the front of this card and they've made a diagonal piece here, a triangle, and they've attached it here and here. And then they've just slid this bookmark in there, okay? And so this little rabbit, is that a rabbit? Yes, this little rabbit right here is just a piece of ephemera out of the big package of paper that comes 12 by 12. The last two sheets in the package are all these die cuts. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you're done with it. And all the little doodads are in here, or this is where I put them. So, Sylvia, here's my idea. We can do the same kind of thing for Easter. And especially, let's say you don't have an Easter stamp. Well, they have that ephemera pack that has all the little sayings in it. So you could do this and put Happy Easter on here. And then put the little guy, this little guy on here. This paper is in the package. So put that on there. And I thought it would be so pretty on Old Olive. They've got this on Cajun Craze, I think. But don't you think Old Olive would be really pretty with that? And put that on here and make an Easter card. I think I started one so that I could show Sylvia. But this is the package that I got of just extra ephemera. It has all these sayings. It's got greetings for all, mix and match. So it has all these different sayings in it. You know, not everybody has a stamp set for every occasion. Something like this really helps you be able to pull that off. So, and I have a Happy Easter stamp that I started to use. And this is the one that I really like the best. But I it wouldn't really look right on this little tag. So if I'm gonna try to duplicate or at least get my inspiration from this, this was just gonna be too big. And before I dug through everything trying to find just the right one, I remembered that I'd just gotten this last week and that would be perfect. So they have used one of the sheets of paper out of this for this background too. And hey Lori, thank you for sharing my video earlier. I appreciate you. This is one of the pieces that you could use. It has all the different little animals, and you could use something like this on that triangle piece. This is a garden piece with little houses on the back. And I don't know that that one would be perfect for Easter, but look how cute that is. And then on the back, it has these little strawberries. And I think our little rabbit is holding a strawberry. So let's see, is he? Nope, he's holding a radish. So I'm sure there's paper in here that is coordinating with this little guy. But, that's one of the things that kind of goes with it too. And then there's the strawberries. And then here's another garden scene. And then this is really pretty too. So if you didn't have this plaid paper, you could definitely use one of these backgrounds that have all the same colors in it. And especially if you use the old olive as your, let's say you use, like she's using crumb cake here, we could use that. And then use old olive here instead of Cajun craze. And then one of those background things, our little guy that says Happy Easter, and just slide that in there. And this is a 2-for-1. They've got this great little card. Open it up and you can put one of your little guys in here. But then they also have a bookmark. And isn't that great? Then they can take that with them. And every time they use that bookmark, they're going to think about you. I love that idea. And if I'm looking on the table here, it looks like I have tossed that little rabbit that I made a little too far out of my way because I don't see him now. But it is very cute. And I'll just have to do that. I'll just have to get that later. But Sylvia, my friend, we can make a lot of Easter cards with this paper. And you're right. You're 100% right. And when I saw that, I thought, that is perfect. We will definitely do that. So, with that being said, that is all I was going to share tonight. I wanted to be sure to show you all the fun stuff that came in my pre-order. Hey, Lisa. And all the things, when I figure out some of the things to do with this, I will do another video and show everybody. But I'm so excited. Also, Sylvia, this is also for you, hon. These were some of the cards that were in my swap that people made with that Storybook Moments paper. Look how cute that is. These little guys that you press out, you know, I've got this whole little stack of ephemera, all these little cute things and events. And they've put them on the fronts of these cards. I mean, you don't have to use them on a scrapbook page or pages. You can put them on here. That is super cute. And look what they did with this one. This lady, when you open it up, that's on the inside and it fits right in that circle. So we've got that. Here's a little badger. Here's some little carrots. And this one is super cute. This one on the circle here, it looks like a little chipmunk. And they've got a little wagon with, I think, pumpkins. Yes, pumpkins in it. So how cute. And if you like to fussy cut like I do, man, oh man, we could cut out some little images on here and make all of our little garden things. It's just, it's going to be fun. I'll spend hours doing that. But if that is too tedious for you, there's some that you can just punch out. But guys, let me know if you want to come see this stuff in person. Let me know if you want to come and have a class here. And I'm happy to come to you. I would love to show you all this stuff. And April is coming up, and April is going to be a special month. They have some incentives for us, and I'm going to be trying really, really hard to get some new classes for April going, even if it's just a one-time thing. They have some challenges for us, and so I may be hitting you up to just craft with me one-on-one. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching, and hit me up if you have any questions. Hope you have a great night. Bye-bye.